Hello everyone. This lesson is about forcing our opponent to interfere between their own pieces so we can either win one of their pieces or maybe we can promote when they interfere. So let's see. In this position, we have the two white rooks protecting each other. And um, if we can force the white king to interfere between them, then they will stop protecting each other and we can capture one of them. And how we can do that in this position is we can check king from h1. The king is forced to move to e2. And now that the king has interfered between the two rooks, we can capture, of course, not the rook on e1, but the one on e4, and we just won a rook. Let's see another example. In this position, uh, capturing the knight is not good because the black bishop is protecting it. So what we can do is we can force black to interfere between the bishop and the knight with the king by simply checking from e5 with our bishop. Now, if the king moves to b7, then the king is interfering between the bishop and the knight, so we can simply capture the knight. And otherwise, if the only other move for black to stop our check is to block with the knight, but then we are attacking the knight twice and it's protected only once. We can simply capture it either with our bishop or with our rook, of course. So let's see another example. In this example, we have the white rook protecting the queen. So if we move away our knight from f3, then we will be attacking the white queen. But what we can do is we can move our knight from f3 and at the same time force the white king to interfere between the rook and the queen. And we can do that with a check from h4 with our knight. Now we are attacking the queen and we're forcing the white king to interfere between the rook and the queen because there's no other safe square for the king to be. So here the king should move to the first rank, let's say either to g1 or h1 or f1, sorry. On g1 we can check and okay, the white can block the check, while on f1 it will even be a checkmate. If the king moves to f1, there will not be a way for white to stop our check here, and it will be a checkmate. And we won the white queen again. So let's see another position. In this position, we want to promote, but the black bishop is protecting the promotion square. So we cannot promote right now. But what we can do again is we can force our opponent's king to interfere between the bishop and the promotion square. And we can do it with the check with our bishop from g4. Now the black king will move to, only square to move is to d6. And now that the king interfered between the bishop and the promotion square that it was defending, now we can simply promote and have an extra queen and win this game. Let's see one more example. In this example, we want to promote with our a7 pawn. We also want to promote with the e6 pawn. So let's see. We can push the e6 pawn to e7. We're threatening to promote on the pawn that's on e7. So how can black stop this pawn? If black tries to stop it with the rook from e4, then black interfered between the bishop and the promotion square of the a7 pawn. So we can promote the a7 pawn. And if we go back, what is another way for black to try to stop our e7 pawn from promoting? It is by moving the bishop to c6. But now this makes the bishop on c6 overloaded. The bishop cannot stop both pawns from promoting, so we can simply sacrifice one of the pawns and then promote the other. So maybe we can sacrifice the e pawn and then promote the a pawn, or we can sacrifice the a pawn and then promote the e pawn, and of course black cannot stop both.